Do you ever feel like your teammates just don't get you? Maybe you have days when you don't really get yourself. So, using a personality assessment tool can be an incredibly valuable way to get a clearer sense of yourself and to communicate that with your teammates. My favorite tool for doing this is the Berkman method. So, I just want to give you a quick primer on why I love this tool, what it does for us, because I talk about it in a lot of places. So, I wanted to do the primer. So the Berkman method was invented by Dr. Roger Berkman, an industrial psychologist. It's a tool that's been used around the world, and it helps us get at a wide variety of things that give us really increased self-awareness and better understanding and empathy of one another. So let's talk about what you can get at. So the Berkman allows you to understand, what are your interests? What are the things that give you energy? That just, if you didn't have to worry about making a paycheck, these are the things that you're passionate about, that you could do for hours, that just charge your battery. And the reason that this is important, you may think at senior levels in an organization, well, why should I think I get to do things that I love? It's not my hobby. Well, the reason it's important is, first of all, we all need to tap into activities that bolster our energy. It's important for our resilience, and we all need that. So, knowing what it is that helps you refuel is valuable. The other reason it's important is the interest score on the Berkman really helps us predict what is it that is going to be my first default reaction in a situation. Another thing is, it's very predictive in a team of what are the topics the team is going to spend way too much time on, blowing past their allotted agenda time because it's so interesting. And what are the topics that they are going to tend to neglect because nobody really has energy for them? So, understanding where does your intrinsic motivation come from as an individual or on aggregate in your team is super useful. The second category on the Berkman is your usual behavior. What have you learned to do to be successful in the world? This is the good stuff. This is really the value you bring to the team, how you look at the world. What are you paying attention to? What activities are you doing? And it is so helpful in understanding, does our team have a balance of the different kinds of styles that make us effective? Because no one style makes a healthy team. We need a diversity of styles, and we need those styles to show up at the right moment, because the styles we need when we're blue skying and innovating and creating are different than the styles we need once we're trying to produce and expedite and get things done. Okay, the third category that we can learn from the Berkman is about our needs. What is it we need from our environment, from the people around us, from the ways of working, if we're going to be at our best? Oh, it's so helpful with a team or just for yourself to know that if my environment looks like this, I'm going to be the best version of myself. But if I can't get those needs met, well, it's probably not going to be pretty for me. I'm going to get into a place, and that's what we're going to talk about. The fourth thing, the Berkman helps us understand, where do I go when my needs aren't met? What does my stress behavior look like? What are those sort of costly coping strategies that I switch to because I feel I need to protect myself? So it's amazing to have one tool that lets us get at all those things on a team. Where does the team get its energy? What's the stuff you're going to sort of over index on or neglect on your agendas? Secondly, what kind of contributions are we getting? And do we have to worry about any ways of thinking or cognitive styles that might be missing that could affect the quality of our decision? What are the needs of our team members, and how do we make sure we meet them so we see the best versions, so that we don't see what's the stress behavior we get when people really feel they need to protect themselves? All this in one tool. You can see why I use the Berkman assessment with every team that I work with. Okay, now for a little more about the actual styles on the Berkman, check this out.